Sairam. This is Megha Miss here, and in the last presentation we did about this lesson number 3, chemical reactions and equation revision part. We have seen that was your part 1. Okay, today we are going to see revision part 2. In today's presentation we will discuss some about the questions. Okay students, now starting with identify from the following reactions the reactants that undergo oxidation and reduction. Okay students, so the reaction can be given and I would ask you identify from this which of the reactant is going oxidation, or I can either ask you which of the reactant is undergoing reduction, only one. Okay, now for example here we are solving this which is given in your text. Okay, so the first reaction you can see Fe plus S. Okay, that is iron plus sulfur, you are getting iron sulfide. Okay, now here Fe undergoes oxidation. Why? Because Fe plus 2 is going to be happening, we can say. Okay, iron will be coming in the plus 2 state, Fe plus 2, and sulfide will be in minus 2 state. Okay, so sulfur is undergoing to go reduction. Okay, so what is going to form? Iron sulfide. So here your iron is oxidation state, iron is going to go oxidation while sulfur is undergoing reduction. Second reaction, if you see 2Ag2O, okay, gives 4Ag plus O2. Now here what is happening? Silver oxide undergoes reduction. As you know, oxygen is removed, we called it as a reduction reaction, right? So here in the reaction you can see oxygen is removed. We are showing that with a arrowhead which is pointing upward. Okay, so here you will see that silver oxide has been giving out oxygen gas and it is forming the metal silver. Okay, so this is a type of the reduction reaction. Okay students, now next we will see that is 2Mg plus O2, okay, gives to MgO. Simple reaction, you know this is a combination reaction, right? You have studied combination reaction. When two of the reactants, two or more reactants, they combine together forming a single product, right? Now here Mg undergoes oxidation. Yes, why? Because Mg is accepting oxygen. So we will say that Mg, that is magnesium, is undergoing oxidation. Okay students, now fourth one we will see. NiO plus H2 gives Ni plus H2O. Okay, now here if you see in the above reaction, reactant NiO, what is that? Nickel oxide. Okay, loses oxygen. Is it losing the oxygen? Yes, thus undergoes reduction. As it is losing oxygen, I will say that nickel is undergoing reduction. Nickel oxide is undergoing reduction. Whereas H2, that is hydrogen gas, gains oxygen forming water and undergoes oxidation. Yes, so here whatever Ni metal has been formed and this oxygen went to this hydrogen and water molecule is formed. Okay students, now in this reaction you can see both reduction and oxidation is taking place. Yes, so we will say that is it a redox reaction? Yes, when oxidation and reductions takes place simultaneously, it is a redox reaction. So this example you can write for the definition. When it is asked, you can write for it as the example. Okay students, now next we are going to study, that is classify the following reactions into different types. So I can give you a reaction and I can give you an option. You have to click the correct option which type of reaction it is. Okay students, now see here, I have taken AgNO3 aqueous plus NaCl gives AgCl plus NaNO3. Okay, now what is this type of reaction? It is double displacement reaction, or you can also call it as precipitation reaction. As you know here, which is the precipitate student? Guess. Yes, which will be the precipitate here? AgCl, right? Silver chloride is going to precipitate out and NaNO3, that is sodium nitrate, will be forming. Okay students, next is calcium oxide plus water gives you calcium hydroxide plus heat. Now plus heat means you know it is an exothermic reaction as well as it is a combination reaction. Okay students, it is both combination reaction as well as it is a exothermic reaction. Okay, next you have 2 KClO3 gives 2 KCl plus 3O2. Okay, now here this is a decomposition reaction. Yes, you have studied the definition. A single reactant can be divided into, or we can say can be separated out into 2 or more products. Okay, so here you can see 2 KCl and 3 O2 gas is formed. So here again an arrowhead will come. Okay, so it is a decomposition reaction, or you can call it as thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, just for your information, we also called it as thermal decomposition reaction. Why thermal, student? Thermal means heat. Can you see this triangle here on the arrow? You know, when you put up this arrow, when the reaction heat is involving, we put up a triangle. We don't write heat word, we write a triangle. So from the triangle you should understand that is it is a type of a thermal reaction. Okay, now next you have CuO plus H2 gives Cu plus H2O. Okay, now copper oxide has turned to copper and H2 has become H2O. So oxidation as well as reduction has taken place. So I have written it as redox reaction also, and it is a displacement reaction also. Okay, oxygen has been displaced to hydrogen. Okay, and copper has been a single metal which we have got as a product. Okay, students, now see here. Next, CuSO4 plus Pb, okay, gives you PbSO4 plus Cu. So here CuSO4 has turned to PbSO4. So Cu has been removed and instead of Cu, Pb, that is lead, has been attached. Okay, Pb is lead. Okay, so this is a type of displacement reaction. Okay, students, next you can see it is a 2H2O2. In presence of UV light you get 2H2O plus O2. So 2H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. So this type of reaction you called it as photolytic decomposition. Okay, students, why photolytic? Because it is in the presence of this UV light. Okay, so photolytic decomposition is a chemical reaction in which molecules are broken down into simpler units through the absorption of light. Okay, next you have BAS, okay, plus ZnSO4 gives you BaSO4 plus ZnS. Okay, now here it is a double displacement reaction. Why, students? Because a precipitate of BaSO4 is formed. Okay, students, did you understand this reactions? And you can name the I can ask you like this a reaction and I'll give you the options. From that you have to click the correct answer. Okay, now the next we'll see the types of the questions. Now here first what we discussed, I gave you answers also. Now you will guess the answer. Okay, now see here. Question 1A have done. Choose the correct option and rewrite the complete sentence. You don't have to rewrite, you have to just click the correct option. Okay. The reaction calcium carbonate gives calcium oxide plus CO2 is a dash reaction. Yes, students, which type of reaction it is? Guess. Now here you can see calcium carbonate, single reactant, got divided into two products. So it is a type of which reaction, students? Is it a combination, displacement, decomposition or double displacement? Yes, it is a decomposition reaction. So my answer will be decomposition. Yes. Next, the reaction in which oxygen is added to the substance is called dash reaction. Yes, when oxygen is added, it becomes the oxidation reaction. Yes, students, correct? Okay, now see, next one. The chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is called dash reaction. Yes, tell me, heat is absorbed in the reaction. Which type of reaction would it be? Yes, students, it is going to be the, it is absorbed means it is going to be endothermic reaction. Yes, the reaction of the vegetable oil with hydrogen gas takes place in the presence of dash as a catalyst to form vanaspati ghee. Which catalyst is going to be there, students? Tell me. Nickel catalyst. Okay. Next, the reaction in which heat is given out along with products is known as dash reaction. Heat is now given out. So guess. It is going to be, yes, it is going to be exothermic reaction because heat is given out. Okay students, did you understand this? Okay, now see here. Next, you are going to have true or false. Now for true or false also, down true and false, both the options will be given. You have to just click on the correct option. Okay, now we'll just see. Digestion of a food is a chemical change. Is it a chemical change? Is it true, students? Yes, it's true. So I'll just write T. Okay, a catalyst slows down the rate of the reaction to make a better product. Yes, will it slow down or will it increase the rate of reaction? Yes students? Yes, it is going to increase. So this is my false statement. Okay. Reaction that releases energy is called endothermic. Is it, student? No. So it is going to be the false, right? Reaction that releases energy is the exothermic reaction. Okay. Ammonium chloride is a sublimable salt. Sublimation you have already studied. Okay. Is it true? Yes, it's a true statement. Okay. Rusting of iron is an oxidation reaction. Is it an oxidation reaction, students? Rusting of iron, does it involve oxidation reaction? Yes or no? Yes, so it is a true statement. Okay, now see here. Next we will see, that is, complete the following reactions by choosing correct option given. Okay, now this reaction I have given you, H2S2O7 plus H2O. Now you guess what it will be forming, H2SO4 or 2H2SO4 or H2O2. Yes students, guess it. Yes. Yes, it is going to form sulfuric acid, but it is going to be 2H2SO4. Balancing is also important in this reaction. Okay, H2SO4 is also correct answer, but 2H2SO4 is the correct one because I have balanced also this reaction. Okay students. Okay, next we will see. Next one is N2 plus dash gives you 2NH3. So tell me student, will it be H? Will it be H2 or 3H2? You think now here, how many nitrogens are there? 2 nitrogens. Are they balanced here? Yes, it is balanced. And 2 3s are 6 hydrogen are there. So here where you can see 6 hydrogens in this C option, right? So my 3H2 will be the correct option. Okay, so my answer will be 3H2. Okay, now next we are going to see, that is, observe the diagram and answer the following with the correct option. Okay, now you have to observe this diagram. Something is given beside also what is happening in this diagram. You will read it and then you will give your correct option. Okay, now in the diagram besides, which you can see it here, quicklime is added to the water in the beaker and a reaction takes place. Okay, they have already told you quicklime has been added to the water and some reaction is taking place. Okay, identify the product formed. So you have to identify which product will be formed here. Now quicklime means what? You must know it. Yes. Now will it be calcium oxide form? Yes students. Or will it be calcium? Or will it be calcium hydroxide? Now see here. I hope you know quicklime means calcium oxide. Yes, already I have written. So it cannot be calcium oxide. Again, reactant can't you get directly as a product, right? So when I am adding calcium oxide to water, what I am going to get, students? I am going to get this calcium hydroxide. Okay, so like this diagram can be given to you and you have to see that diagram, read the question and mark the correct option. Okay students, did you understand this everything? Okay. Now students, the next one we will see. Okay, now what you have in the diagram beside, the metal sample held in spatula. Now what is a spatula? Spatula is a holder in which I am holding my metal. Okay, which metal I am holding? That is a zinc. You can see in the diagram a hand, it is holding a metal sample held on a spatula. Here my metal sample is zinc, I have told you. Okay, identify the product which will be formed when it is heated on the flame of the burner. So when I am heating this zinc metal on the flame of the burner, I have to identify which compound is going to form. Okay, now the options which I have given you, first one is zinc. Did you think it will be zinc? You identify. Second can be zinc oxide. Third, zinc chloride. Okay, now student, if I choose the first option, zinc, I am not going to get a reactant back as product. Yes. Second option is zinc oxide. Third option is zinc chloride. Yes, what do you think? What will happen? Yes, the formation of zinc oxide. Yes. So here when I am heating the metal zinc on the flame, I am going to get the formation of zinc oxide as the compound. Okay, my product. So can you guess which type of reaction? Yes. Yes, it's a type of a combination reaction. Zinc metal is combining with oxygen and we are getting the formation of zinc oxide. Okay students, did you understand the types of questions what you can get in the exam? Okay, I want each and every one of you to go through the textbook very nicely. Read the textbook properly. Okay, whatever the notes are given to you, go through that also. Okay, questions can be asked in between also from the textbook also. Okay, so please study properly. You have now understood what type of questions you are going to get. Okay students, so we will continue with in the next presentation with the revision of our next lesson. Okay students, thank you. Saira.